Welcome to the Brief Box. Today we have Dave from Glamping Adventures. Dave, thank you so much for your time. So a lot of people have probably heard about glamping. What exactly is glamping?
Thank you so much for hosting us. So, glamping at its basic level is a combination of two words or two experiences, camping and luxury. So, these are two experiences that were brought in by people that loved camping or loved to be in nature, but didn't want to rough it up.
Yes.
So, they added the glamorous side of it to camping. So, it became glamorous and then camping, glamping.
Right.
So that's the basic definition of glamping. And over the years, it has evolved into more offerings or more kind of grading.
Yes.
When it started, it was purely tenting, and these tents will be put with proper beds, all these frills, air cons, and proper kind of meals. But now you realize that it encompasses a lot of unique stays from pods, cabins, tree houses, boat houses, anything unique falls under glamping now. That's why it's becoming more popular as we go.
You sold me on the glamorous parts. Now let's get into what does the experience entail when I call Glamping Adventures? What would you be offering me?
So we have various products as Glamping Adventures that we offer. And these products come from the entry level to the highest level, depending on what you want at the moment, or the mood that you are in, or what you can afford.
Yes.
We have roving camps.
Okay.
This is what we call our entry level glamping. So we literally travel around the country and the region setting up camps. Comes in two forms. One, we pre-advertise dates for the whole calendar year. And people book, I want to go to the the Drakensberg in March. There's Coffee Bay in April, or there's Balito in, so they book.
Okay.
And then our team goes, sets up camp before people come. By the time you arrive at camp, your tent is ready, the beds are ready, they're finished, carpets, lights, power, cables. And we serve meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner because our team for catering will be there. We also facilitate activities for that particular week or whatever days that we would have set. And we lead that whole process. So you literally don't need to lift a finger besides you going to do activities.
Yes.
But also we realize that not everyone really wants to travel in a group.
Right.
Some want to go just as a solo traveler, some as couples, some just as a family of 4 or 6, or as a group of friends or 5, not within the dates of what we would have set.
Sure.
So we have partnered with at least 500 glamping establishments that have permanent glamping resorts within the country, and also Lesotho, Swaziland, Namibia, and Zim. So when you want to travel, just tell us, I want a glamping experience. I feel like I want to have something coastal, or I feel like I need a mountain or a river. Because of the knowledge that we have, we then are able to book you or suggest a few options, and then book you on your own dates. You travel to the place, everything we book until you get there. You're hosted by the team that will be there. So we make it seamless so that you don't really stress in getting the ideal glamping experience that you want in the country and also regionally.
Do you find that is it mostly South Africans who call you for the glamping adventures, or is it a combination of tourists coming into South Africa who want to experience that part?
It's a combination, but at the moment, it's majorly the domestic market.
Okay.
Because there's a whole fascination about what glamping is. When we started 7 years ago, we really came into the market and said, this is a niche kind of subsector of tourism that is still at its nascent stage. Our motto then was saying, we need to popularize glamping within South Africa. When we look back now and how popular it is as an offering, we are proud of ourselves that we are part of those pioneering organizations that said intentionally want to popularize glamping. So people in the country, young people, so you can see the demographic, it's young people up to around 50 years that talk about glamping. You tell them about glamping now, they know what it is. 6 years ago, they'll be like, gambling, what are you taking? Glamping. But now they tell you glamping was that's how now prevalent it is in the country. But also we're working with inbound tour operators who bring tourists to the country, and who have also been really marketing ourselves to markets in source markets like India, China, Germany. We've been going to those kind of trade fairs where we work with outbound operators in those countries to say, if your people come here, they need something different from being a normal hotel room, something that brings them to nature. So we are also serving both markets, the local and the national, but currently I think it's still lopsided on the domestic market that is really hungry for it.
I liked a little bit earlier you mentioned that when you do have some of the offerings in other parts of the country, you have someone within the team who travels with the tourists, which I thought was a really good way of making sure that everything is great on the other side and safe. How important was it for you to be able to say, this is what we're going to do? We're always going to make sure we have someone with the group of tourists or with the individuals who are traveling to make sure everything is fine.
I think it was about brand consistency and also to differentiate ourselves in the market. When we came into the tourism sector, we really studied how other operators are doing it. You can't just send people. And we realized we have lots of repeat clients who specifically say, we are coming back because you guys travel with us. Some really say, we want to go to Egypt. You guys don't have Egypt trips. We won't go to Egypt until you guys open a package that goes to Egypt, because we know we are always with someone. We're always with someone who hosts us, also who takes photos. They love visuals, the edge of visuals. So always have a photographer that travels with people and records those moments, and people post on Instagram. You know how popular it is now, and TikTok. So those are recorded memories, and that's living history that when people look back years to come, they'll still cherish them beyond their travel days. So for us, it was a combination of those things. It's a narrative that we're writing through travel. Let's record it. Let's host the people so that they remember us more than anything else.
Is this your first Meetings Africa, or have you been here before?
This is our third Meetings Africa.
Okay. And what do you think of the experience, the interactions? What are people interested in when they come to your stand?
Meetings Africa I think it's a very intentional, different kind of paradigm that focuses on meetings, events, kind of corporate things, which is something that we offer as well on our custom kind of offerings. We've realized over the years that even corporates or social groups, they want to do things differently. Corporates used to launch a new product, maybe in a hotel conference. Now they deliberately tell you, we want to do it outdoors, set up a beautiful setup outside, so that we are doing something different, and we offer that. We also do team buildings for corporates who want to do it different from what they've been doing, and exactly what we have been doing within our eventing kind of offering. And this has been going well. And recent to that, what made this Meetings Africa more stronger for us is we are getting to a stage where we want to bring the whole glamping value chain under one roof, with an annual expo called the Glamping Expo, which is a first in Africa. And this year we are doing it in June at the Johannesburg Expo Center, 20 and 21 June. And we thought this would be crucial. So Meetings Africa, it's a best place, and we have really built good synergies during this Meetings Africa. We met lots of potential partners and potential exhibitors that are eager to come to the inaugural Glamping Expo and contribute and be under one voice and have a coordinated sector, rather than being a sector that people don't know where it belongs. Does it belong to camping or does it belong to general accommodation? So we'll define and chart a new trajectory of glamping at the Glamping Expo in June.
Are there other areas, either on the continent or somewhere else in the world, that you're eyeing, that you would love to have an entry point there when you offer this glamping experience?
I'm particularly fascinated with Mozambique.
Okay.
We did it last year in Vilangulos. We didn't have much uptake, maybe because we didn't have enough lead time to educate people about how the country looks. When we're in Vilangulos, we were shocked. I kept asking my colleague why people really travel to Maldives when there's such a gem like Vilangulos just here, an hour, 30 minutes here in Vilangulos, you know. So I really would want to get more time in terms of educating the market on what Mozambique offers. And besides that, I'm more fascinated in the Western kind of Africa in terms of Mali. Mali holds a lot of history in terms of collective history of Africa, from who we are as the people and the original epistemology of African intelligence and African knowledge systems, that I think if we go with a group there, we'll still have the fun, but also they get to understand the credo of African epistemology through travel.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm happy to be here.
Well, those are the conversations here at The Brief Box. For more, you can follow our social media pages.